Okay, so we're looking at the E box, and it is the long E pattern. Okay, so here's your long E pattern here. All right, we're going to start in the we're going to start with your tuning. So it's fret nut normal E tuned, 3 key is C, low E is your C. We're going to start in the we're going to start with what box are we going to start with here? Okay, I did this in my guitar with my guitar. Okay, so I'll just show you. Well, I'll remove the cape nut capo. So we'll start here because I want in fourths here. Otherwise, we'd have to start in the A shape here, and we wouldn't be able to cover the long in the C shape, whatever. So let's just start this. Root 2 3. It's going to go. Okay. Now, if we want to play the minor for that, what is the long C minor shaped? So if we're starting in an E shape, essentially we're starting with an REXL. Okay, because the 7 root 2 is the E shape there. We're starting on root, so it's the REXL. We're starting this long pattern, root 2 3 on the E box. Guess where we're going to end up in the next one? We're going to end up in the D box. Now it gets a little tricky. When you're in an E shape, the minor 6 is going to be 1 cage letter advanced. Okay, so the E shape goes to the D shape. It's going to be a D minor shaped short or sunken 6th minor. Here's our D minor, 3/6 root. Okay, and the entire D minor arpeggio has sunken notes. So we can get away with playing this, right? Because we can use the open up here. Okay, so that's good. All right, here's our E shape. Here's its relative 6th. Okay, that's A minor to the C. So that's the sunken for the short. Okay, here's our D minor. This is out of the circle now. E shape 6 root 3 for the major. That's the short, but the long is going to be a C minor shape. Why? Because first of all, if we just play the string shapes, we're going to find out. So we have root 3 6, root 3 6, warped up. I've warped up. This fretboard pattern is pre-warped. So this is the first time you're going to see this. These patterns that are pre-warped like this, and I'll label them if they're pre-warped. So the 6 is up there. Play it as you see it. Root, and then to 3. And turns out what we've made here is a long C minor shaped pattern. And look at that C minor. 3/6 root, 3/6 root. Okay, but we didn't go over here for the minor. That would have been the D minor over there, right? Because if we got a D major shape up here, it's like a C shape is up here, but the C minor shape drops that 3rd on top down to the root. Okay, because it's A minor, so we're dropping the C sharp down to the C. Anyway, that's just a little music theory. So, D is next. So D is the next shape. Okay, so the E to the D shape. So, if you want to play on the safe side, if you want to stay on the safe side rather, we could just do the next minor shape for the D shape. We have the long. Sorry. Okay, our D shape is. So that D shape advance the caged word 1 and D goes to C again, starting caged over again. It's a C minor shape D, C minor shape A minor. C minor shaped, right? A minor there. And that's indeed what we would have if we did it from the D box, but we're doing it from the C box, so it's C minor shaped 6 minor. It's the same thing. It takes you up into the next box anyway, is what I was saying. But remember, that C minor shape would be from the D box, so we want to play open. So how are we going to do that? So the question is, where is it? So this is the long C minor shape, string shapes. You know, you don't have to remember too much, but this is how to play them. Root 3, 6, root. You should know this as far as with the long patterns. Root to 3, and then just the 6th on the 4 on the C4XL there. Okay, so I added on to this particular drawing. So on this particular drawing, pay no attention to this. I did add the half diminished. This is the second to last thing I put. This was the very last thing I put on there, just in case we want to cover half diminished using minors. You know, you have to substitute. You go to the second minor and then substitute the for the 3, you put the 4 plus. But here's your minor triads. Here's your root 3 6, root 3 6. Well, how does that root 3 6 follow into the long patterns? It goes 6. The root long pattern, just root 3. The 4XL, which is the C4XL, is just 6, and the AXL is just 6. So that's it. 6 root 3 6. It's not going to change. Not going to change for the relative minor of the root. Okay, so remember, if we're looking at a diatonic, it would be 7 root 2, 3 4 5, 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 3 4. Now this does follow these two guys right here. Okay, I don't know if I want to sink me down. I think I'm just going to shrink them up instead of sink me down. This is just your little minor circle, but this shows you the circle of string shaped fifths. So any build you have around here, here's a C. Start C, G, D, A, E. It goes C, G, D, A, E in string shapes, and then back up to C. Here's the relative minor minor shapes for those shapes. In C, the relative minor shape would be A minor. Okay, so it's up here, 3 6 root. There's your A minor shape. Okay, and with G, it would be E minor shape, as you know. So we just look at the G string shape right over here. Okay, and it would be A minor. E minor would be 3 6 root right there. Now let's look at the little circle here. It goes around C, G, D, A, E, and here's the same thing. C, G, D, A has a little detour, a little substitute from A to A. You start in A and you come out in A, and this goes back to E. So this E, C, G, D is an S4E, which is this guy, E, C, G, and D, right here. Okay? So we start with the C string shape right here, but these are minors. We're only going to be taking, you know, so out of the 3 4 5, we're only going to be taking the 3, and then to G we got 6 root, and then to D we have the 3. Okay, and then D goes to the AXL is 5 6 7, but we only want 3 6 root, root 3 6, so we're just going to take the 6 out of that A. We go to the S1. This is the S3 AXL right here. This is your long pattern. We do this long pattern, and then we go back to the short pattern. So it's that easy. It goes around in a circle like that. These are clouds. This is like a big sign on the highway. Subroutine, go through 5 6 7. So how do we do that?